Hi everyone, I hope you're having a nice week so far. So for discussion 3, I decided to choose the Dallas Mavericks. I'm a huge fan of my city. I always represent my city and I love Dallas so much. So yeah, I am so proud of my Dallas Mavericks. I know that we didn't make it through another round, but I think it's a huge improvement for our team in the city since 2016, since the championship. But we'll be back and stronger. So I decided to choose the code of conduct for Dallas Mavericks. I think that's a huge component of pretty much the entire, facility. So having guests pretty much follow the rules without misbehaving or any kind of conduct is kind of important. Making sure that they follow the rules as they're walking in, knowing what they're getting themselves into when they walk into, sport events like these. That includes with, not interfering with the event as it's going on, making sure that you're being responsible when it comes to alcohol beverages, not smoking on the areas that you're not supposed to. I think another one is pretty much being a very responsible person and knowing that, you're not the only person that is in the sport eventing, as well as we have other people, and knowing how to be respectful enough. And I think that's a hard time sometimes to keep that online with others, because I know some of us or some of the people out there could have a different approach, and sometimes having those people to understand that they have to follow the rules as they follow in order for them to have a very safety environment. And of course, the pros are for us to make sure, like when we're running an event, in an athletic event like that, is to make sure that our guests and fans will enjoy the event without no disrespectful or any misconduct. Of course, because, when you run a big event like that, our main priority is to have our fans and our athletes to have a safety environment that they can enjoy as they watching the game. Another one that I decided to choose was which falls under which falls under the fan safety guidelines, is some of the things that are going to change from now on due to our COVID-19. I think that's very important now that they added some policies to many of the teams out here. I think the mask is a very important one. Some of the cons will be making sure that everyone is always wearing their mask when it's needed. I know some people, don't either they're not wearing it correctly, or sometimes they don't want to wear it. They take it off as soon as, they go past security or someone that they know that's going to tell them something. They'll take it off, or they might not wear it correctly. And then allowing certain people to go into the arena, I think that is something important, because even though we're taking precaution by taking temperature and making sure that if you're not feeling sick, don't come to the sporting event, we would never know, of course, if someone is lying or telling the truth. So, some people may not have symptoms, how we've been seeing over the past months. So I think that's a little risky, and that's some of the cons that could affect, can be affected within the event. And of course, trying to tell a lot of people not to be on large groups. I think that's another con, telling people not to be on large groups, because we're so used to the norm of, being able to talk to people, being in large groups. So I know that, coming next year, things are going to be so different. And I think some of the pros that I actually saw in the NBA with this COVID-19 going on, we did have, there was no fans, of course, in the stands or anything. But I think they did a good job by, of course, decreasing contact with people around, but we didn't have no one there. But I think they did a great job by setting that environment for the athletes to have that same energy as being, it was probably not the same, but I feel like they created a good where they set the screens on the side so that they could feel like the fans were watching them, and fans could pay for it just to sit there and watch the game, and they were on a huge screen, like they were sitting on the chairs. I think that was a good pro, like one of the good pros, by letting them have that same environment energy, even though it's not the same. So yeah, some of the pros for the mask would be, you know, just reducing all type of contact and making our environment safe for us as the fans and for our athletes and for the event that's going on. And of course, like I said, there's others that fall in play within that. You can visit the website if you want to go ahead and find out. And this falls under the fan safety guidelines. So I kind of enjoy this. It let me know what kind of policies to look into whenever I want to go into a sporting event. You know, sometimes you never know what kind of policies an event might have. It might be way different than others. So thank you.